Hello and welcome to this evening's intention. It's a late one. I am beat. It's been a long day. It's amazing where the time goes. You get up in the morning and you get cracking on all the things you want to get done. And somehow the whole day in the evening just flies by. And you're like 9 o'clock and you've been processing food in the kitchen as a disaster and the clothes haven't gone from the washer to the dryer yet. You're like, oh my God. But you know what? As tired as I am tonight, and I was just thinking about it. It's just, I'm tired, but I'm fulfilled. And I was thinking, why is that? You've been at this for a couple of weeks, all this processing the harvest and everything. And what's been different today? And today I spent time, the last 2 days actually, I also spent quality time with the people that I really care about and love. And that connection, the connection, I'd have to say, the sharing is just, it's a key component to our fulfillment. I mean, I know I say it in the intentions, but really believe we are here to walk each other home. This sharing, this connection between us is a key component to our fulfillment and to our advancement in all kinds of ways. I mean, the sharing on every level. I mean, being with other people, sharing your time, your expertise, sharing your energy, raising each other up, sharing your experiences with one another. This is how we help to navigate, is by sharing our experiences. It's kind of like, thinking about it, you're in school. Let's say you were in school and you had homework to do that you were having trouble with. And unlike it was when I was in school, I mean, you have like 10 people, right, available who are like, hey, I know how to do that. Would you like some help with that? I can show you how to do this. Or, you're having a rough time and you say, this is what's happening to me. And I'm not sure what I'm feeling, but this is what my body's feeling. And somebody pipes up and says, hey, that happened to me. And this is what I went through. And, and just really sharing. And I just wanted to say that it's just a super important part of how we're going to get through all of this, what's going on right now. So keep doing it. Keep loving one another. Keep raising each other up. It's awesome. And as tired as I am from doing everything that I've been doing, I feel fulfilled and I go to bed at night feeling great because I'm doing this sharing with people. They're sharing with me. I'm sharing with them. It's awesome. Anyways, I'll get on with it. Just thought I'd share that with you. Just feeling that in the moment. We're going to do about a 30-minute intention together. If you can find a place to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be great. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to create some reality together. So close your eyes. And the first thing we're going to do is start with a few slow, deep breaths to get centered, to get really relaxed. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All of your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. You don't need them for the next 30 minutes, I promise you. And for the next breath, I want you to fill up as full as you can, starting with your lower belly and then moving into your upper abdomen using your lower rib cage to expand outwards towards the back. Really fill up with this breath. And this time when you exhale, I'd like you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, I'd like you to focus on breathing light directly into your heart and then exhaling light directly from your heart. We're going to use our imaginations and visualize this. Good. And now we're going to focus on the body, make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are amazing gifts, most loyal servants that just want to please us. Sometimes all we have to do is ask. And now feel your energy leaving your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into our feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish our energy. Feel grounded. And then we're going to move to the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. Feel everything relax. And each body part or area that we touch upon, I want you to just allow it to revert back to its perfect blueprint that you began with, where there's no pain, no inflammation. Everything's just as perfect as it was when you were first a single cell and then a two-celled organism. Everything in its blueprint perfection. And then move up to your upper legs and hips, buttocks, and pelvic area. And feel everything loosen. And then into the inner organs, the rib cage, the breast, chest, full back and spine. Feel everything soften. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to release anything you find there, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we go to the jaw and allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And then feel all of your facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. See if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them now to have a seat on the couch, the virtual couch, and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Just take it easy. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements tonight to slow them down. Release them. We'll start with the element of fire. Fire is a beautiful element because it helps us burn up what we no longer need, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we can see the sun as the element of the fire if you want. And then we'll move to the element of the water, also brilliant as water naturally retains memory. So you can envision yourself standing in the middle of a gentle river, and you're feeling the pull and flow of the current, pulling away anything that no longer serves you, anything you would like to release, any baggage, any negativity, any patterns. And just watch and observe them floating down the river away from you. Then we'll call in the element of air, let the wind or the breeze with its own current pull away what its expertise is, to pull away our stories, our egos, leaving only the shining truth of our true nature, our most inner spiritual nature. And then we'll finish with the element of earth and rely on its magnetic properties to pull out of us and stick to it anything that's left, any heaviness, any baggage, any burdens, and trust that the earth will transform that energy into something new, like a seed sprouting to new life. Now we can get carried away on wild rides with our thoughts, different tangents. This always happens. It's very common. What I'd like you to do is, as soon as you recognize that you're gone away on some tangent with a thought, as soon as you realize it, just gently, gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, back to your breath. And sometimes it's just the practice of continually just gently bringing yourself back. And eventually, we will be able to stay more anchored in this present moment, in this peace and stillness, and just observe and watch our thoughts go by. And now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where our heart resides. And let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy, the lightness as you're gliding down the staircase. And when you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision right now the locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little bit. And brilliant beams of gold and yellow light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe, secure, and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physical bodies that we're used to, Experience our energetic bodies or our light bodies. I'd like you to look down at your hands inside your heart right now and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is just total connection. And that's what we want. I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. There's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. And one of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. All the same pie, slightly different flavors, we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healings, of miracles, and wondrous capacity to create. And that is what we're going to take advantage of right here and now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So go ahead right now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance, teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. Now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. You can witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces as well. And then extend it to your community and then to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention, sending the energy out. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has natural, ample, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's leftovers for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, we have the resources to follow our passions or our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each also have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. Don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And we just did this for the entire world. So what does this look like now? And I want you to envision all of this as already happened. It has happened, it is done, so say we all. I'm seeing all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together. Inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home, to share. And that's through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's just celebrate this beautiful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, playing. Feeling all the relationships heal, love being transmitted and received. I'm seeing us all at a great outdoor music festival, rejoicing, celebrating. It's wonderful. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. Magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something incredible happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody is on the same page. What a relief. And even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere to be transformed into the higher resonance frequencies that are more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion, feeling all the connections cleansing, clearing, opening up, communication flowing. It's such a dynamic and serene at the same time atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, I'd just like you to stop in your shoes right now. Whether you're having a picnic with your family, marveling at their glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk in the forest with your dog, enjoying the serenity, having a laugh with your friends somewhere, creating something in the kitchen, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop and look at all the beauty around you, all the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. You feel this unconditional love energy that surrounds us and supports us at all times. And receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. And now I'd just like to connect with a bit of gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this beautiful life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and energy and healing and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I want you to take the entire beautiful reality that you created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in, we're going to build up that energy, and when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Fill yourself, replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I could feel those concentric rings of energy just encircling the globe, causing all the other light frequencies to light up in response, creating a sum much greater than that of its parts, blanketing the world in this beautiful reality of love and peace and prosperity. Pretty incredible. So now I'd like you to start wiggling your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a bit too. Really come back in. When you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up a moment's demand at any time. Eventually, we won't have to put any effort into it anymore. We'll just become natural walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are. creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works, it's all good. And play with this. Try, if you've been doing these intentions for a little while, try doing them with a single conscious breath whenever you get a couple seconds, when you're in line at the grocery store, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking dinner, just before you go to sleep at night. And just see what kind of shifts are happening in your life in the next couple of weeks. Okay, I'm off to bed myself. We'll see you tomorrow for the next intention.